Hello, hello. How are we all doing today? I will now be stepping in for Mr. Matthew, as he has decided to take a step out tonight, and he will be around at another point in time. I'm all in Gaming 23. It's appreciate everybody for stopping by tonight, and we're gonna have one hell of a game hopefully here. I did see that you guys won last game. Was it 9-16, which is pretty damn dominant showing. I'd say that was pretty strong. Uh, so the question is, what are we looking for scoreline tonight? What's everyone's looking at? What are we guessing here? I'm assuming everyone's gonna say Valkyrie, of course. But what are we talking? 16 what here? 16-9 again. A more dominant one. There's the copy pasta of 1 million fans. Standard. And who should I be looking out for on you guys? No, you have. When I was looking at the stats, you guys had two players last match that showed up pretty big. Nova. Nova, eh? Okay. Noted. The underscore of Nova. Yes. Okay. Opper, rifle, entry. What do we got here? What is he? He's cracked as he is jacked. Keep the copy pastas coming. Love to see it. Alright. So, Nova. Well, definitely someone I'll have to, definitely keep the cam on. Sure. Because apparently he's jacking and hit some flick shots. Big green scope weapon? Oh, I love a solid opper that can show up. Very exciting caster. I tend to scream a lot over that one. Tell him everything he knows. Ah, the master himself in chat. You've blessed us. We're all so thankful. I'm sure he as well is thankful for teaching him the great ability to right click and left click with the big green scope gun. So he's just simply a demigod, and you're just god tier opera is what you're trying to describe to me. Is that what I'm getting out of this one? There's nobody even remotely close. Those are four very easy steps that I'm kind of guessing that you can do pretty damn well. This is my first time casting you guys, so like I said in chat, if I do mess up a name or two, feel free to correct me. I will probably screw up a name. I'm pretty good for that one. So, I'm all for being corrected. Just don't, completely destroy me. As it's looking like Valkyrie, you're late to the party. Got 4 players from Cerberus. Not a single Valk guy yet. Tell the boys to get in here. We gotta get this going. I mean, realistically, they're probably just DMing anyway. Or watching some pointless stuff in Discord together. You know, team bonding stuff, of course. Take a look at Cerberus' track record, too, here. 1 second. Cerberus. Okay, so, actually, here's the stats from last game. Nova, 17. Apparently, Bear, 24-14, and Hebi Suzwa. Wow, that's gonna be a tough name. 27-12. Okay. That's pretty solid. Some pretty solid numbers. And Service is actually lost. They're 1-1 right now, and they won against Little Poggers. Oh, I sure hope so with a name like that. So, oh, there we go. There's the Valkyrie people. Call him B. Just B. That's it. Okay. Hold up. Anthrin? Thought he was your guys' coach. Yoko. Okay. Jellin. Okay, so we got B. Why B, though, out of all the entirety of the name? How did you guys manage to end up with B with him? No, it's Hebe. Hebe. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. Okay, Hebe. Oh, we don't. God, turn off those notifications. Pesky, pesky. So, when all this goes south, who can we blame? Who's your IGL for Valkyrie? Or is it just kind of thrown back and forth between people? Honestly, Overpass is probably my second favorite map, too. I actually like casting this map a whole lot more. Thankfully, it's not another friggin' Vertigo. I have far too many Vertigo maps recently. Like, last season was awful. Half the playoffs was just Vertigo. That's all it ever was Vertigo. It was miserable. Because 90% of the time, people just end up on A on that map. But at least with Overpass, you know, you get a little diversity. It tends to lean a little more B, but regardless, I mean, I actually prefer this map to play as well, so. Looking like we got all Cerberus in here. We're just missing 2. Okay, maybe a few more Valkyrie people, and we will be able to actually get this game started here. Hopefully soon. But besides that, how are we all doing today in chat? We all staying nice and hydrated today? It's friggin' hot out. It still is hot. You know, it's 8 o'clock. It's still friggin' hot. We all staying hydrated. We all having a good day today? guess I'll just slam on some more music in the meantime, chill, and just kind of wait for the rest of Valkyrie to come in. Hopefully it shouldn't be too much sooner. That's not what I wanted to hit. And, actually, no. Never mind. Just need one more Valkyrie burst, and we will hopefully be getting this started. I don't know who we're missing at this point. I think it's your boy, actually. And, we can get this started. There we go. Everyone is finally in here, I think. Now everyone just needs to hit the very, very well-renowned dot ready. And we can get this game finally started here. As now everyone is seemingly piled into this. There it is. There is everyone. And we do have everyone. Hopefully this will be. Oh, I hear some typing. This is finally it here. Finally getting this knife round started. And see how this goes in the meantime. Knife round coming out is usually important. I wouldn't say so much on this, but you know, all strat-wise, it all depends. It's all kind of up for grabs here when it comes to the knife round. Knife's going out here. Some trades out going out. It's down to 3 on 4, 4 on 3, 2 on 2 on 3, 2 on 1, and it's looking like it is going to be a Valkyrie knife round win. And they're going to hit the exclamation switch, and they're going to go straight over to CT. So you will have Valkyrie CT side first, and Cerberus Esports forced on over to T side. Here we go. Second game of the season for Valkyrie here. Third for Cerberus, going a 1-1 record, and Valkyrie is 1-0 currently, looking to make it 2-0 off the start. And there we go, Yoko with the dualies. I love a good dualies buy. That is so we're going to be looking at right now. Got 3 sets of armor, 1 diffuse kit, double flash, 1 smoke on Jellin as he raid bossed Yoko with the dualies and armor, and someone's throwing that flat. Oh no, he chose to go connector instead. Okay, it's actually a connector stack, while Cerberus is kind of just walking. And they're going to walk right into the dualies of Yoko. There's 1. There's 2. Double kills, double headshots for the dualies. That's exactly what you like to see. In the meantime, Bear is having some contact. Nova down. Jellin trades out there. Now it's just down to 1 last left alive is Johto. And there it is, Yoko with the 3K off the dualies. You'll love to see it. That's why Dooley's best pistol gun. You raid boss people with Dooley's. First push on. I don't care what the strat is. I don't care what it calls for. Dooley's are always the solution, the answer, and everything you need in this game. And in the meantime, Valkyrie bought right back into this after that win. They're looking at 4 MP9s, 1 M4 off Yoko with that nice 3K with the Dooley's. But Cerberus is looking with 5 Deagles, and this is looking like it might be a little bit of a slow roll there for them. They do have some con control, as well as a little bit of fountain. No real contact was made there. Only some utility damage off onto Just Hoa. And Bear taking a little damage as well. And he's looking a little bit far for his range. Oh, and he just misses the contact there. But in the meantime, they are kind of posturing up a little bit more of a split. Bomb is still down over towards the stairwell. So they're looking to not really go back and retrieve it just yet, so they have not made a choice. But now it is looking like they will be in a second here. Nova jump spotting for his long friend there over at Bear. But this is looking more of an A take. They're favoring more towards this A stack here. And here comes the stack. They're slowly working their way up through this bathroom here. And they are going to be walking into the MP9 Crossfire, which is very deadly. That smoke and flash going on over top is a telltale sign. And there goes the... Oh, he sees the long player there exactly as Bear almost gets one. He does some damage, but in the meantime, Hubris gets... Sorry, Hebe gets one. But Yoko and Nova now last left alive here to kind of work their way out of this dumpster position, as well as Bank versus 4 players. 2 are very low, very vulnerable to the MP9, very easy to take down. And 1 player directly on top of this bomb is going to be looking... Crouched below that, but he does spot out 1. Yoko now walks his way up. He's going to have LTC to deal with in a second here. He's got some damage off, but he doesn't. And that is the round. Then that is a split. 1-1 now. Cerberus winning the force buy back and putting Valkyrie in a very awkward position here now. Not the position you want to be in after winning that first pistol round, but they're going to be forcing right back into us. And Cerberus are looking a little bit better with that plant as well. They got some AKs, they got M4, MP9s, but Valkyrie coming back with a deal and 157 off Yoko. This is looking like it might be, once again, a little bit of a quick fountain play. Gets a Deeg shot off, lands a little bit of damage. I think that was from a nade, though, or something. Not really sure if he landed the Deeg shot. But now it's just down to Bear to kind of hold this off just a little bit longer, by the rest of his team possibly some time before he gets potentially pushed here. Because they're going to be taking some party control. They have the fountain full control right now. Nobody really rotating over for Valkyrie just yet. But in the meantime, Nova says, not a chance in hell you taking long from me. Gets the headshot off onto Justo. That is very quiet. I don't know why. I'm sorry for that. In the meantime, Bear gets taken out by Squida. Now it's down to Nova in this bathroom position. 5-7 coming through. Does some damage, but now it's just down to, once again, Jellin and Nova. But Jellin might be able to get some damage off. He gets not really a tag off. He gets a little bit of damage off, but not enough to secure himself the kill. Now it's just down to Nova and his Deagle. The hype around this man. Let's see him at least get one out of this. Make it a little bit expensive. Oh, gets a flick off. What a shot. You weren't wrong about the stopping, flicking, and left clicking there. Perfect shot right on the head. Gets himself an AK in return. Ooh. This is doable, but he doesn't have a kit, and that is not what Nova wants, but he does get an AK in return for his very nice Deagle shot. So he's looking to just kind of rotate all the way back and try and save this, make sure he can bring it to the next round. And he's not going to be hunted because it's already a fairly expensive round for Cerberus, even though they do have the plant. Don't want to make it any more than they need to. Meantime, Nova's going to set up, possibly maybe get an extra frag or two. Nope, they're not. They're going to be favoring far away from him, making sure they do not run into the crosshairs of this man, especially Deagle in hand and AK. And 3 members of Cerberus Esports do survive, so this is going to be only most likely an AK bringing into the round for Valkyrie. Not much of anything else, maybe a little bit of a buy, but Valkyrie isn't going to be investing too much money into this round, trying to make it a little more economical sense here. But Nova is the one with AK. He has some armor, and that's about it. But Cerberus, on the other hand, 2 AKs, M4, Mac 10, and MP9 as well. This is once again going to be some quick fountain control. But Nova is going to be swinging wide off this. He spots one player out, tapping through, does a little bit more damage, gets one round into his chest, but not much here. In the meantime, Yoko, in this connected position, gets some damage off, lands one, lands another as well. And they get themselves at least one kill off this. Very nice. Valkyrie now with the man advantage, but they do have LTC, who has made his way all the way through B site and is now going to be rotating his way almost in the heaven position. He's going to catch Nova off guard here, take the one right spot, but it was instantly retrieved. Now he's getting swung by the whole team. And Valkyrie still maintains this man advantage in the meantime. There goes Bear, down to the spray of the MAC-10 through the smoke there. It's down to 3 versus 3. AK's M4 are in sight. Hebe gets some shots off, but takes some damage. No kills in the meantime. Yoko. Now it's just down to Hebe to try and make something happen. He has 40 health, doesn't get any damage across. Jelen with the only M4 now falls, and it's just down to the deagle of Yoko. Nothing left there for the team, and Cerberus picks up their 3rd round. But this is now going to be the first rifle round for both teams. Full buy into this. Valkyrie, well, yes, they are. Nova actually secures himself the op as well. So I'm assuming he's going to be peeking very aggressive in this fountain position. So let's see what he does. Valkyrie is going to be very light on the utility. Nova is actually glass cannon. So it's not the perfect buy for them, but it is something to kind of make up potentially for the rest of these rounds here they're going to be seeing. Nova getting this boost on over the top of this bathroom sign is kind of the position he needs to be in right now. Spray coming in, getting traded over on damage a little bit. Oh, Nova gets himself one in return for the big green stick there. They're not going to be re-peeking him. Bear trying to cover this bathroom position in the meantime, trying to give Nova a little bit more security so he doesn't have to worry too much about being shot in the side. Now Bear is going to try and rotate back possibly, or he's going to... Nope, he's going to be falling off that bathroom position, playing it smart, and that's exactly what you like to see. There's nothing wrong with getting the kill, pulling back, and playing a little more conservative. You have Nova now watching the sand side of the bathroom, patiently waiting for somebody to walk into his crosshair once again. Can this man be stopped by a mere rifle? But Squidda does have one. Oh, here goes. Bear swings perfectly into Just. Gets the headshot off, and now they have a 2-man advantage. Hebe is going to be getting contact here. This is his first line of sight for the players here. Hebe swings into him, does some perfect damage, but not too much. Now it's down to Bear. Bear does a little more damage on top of it, but doesn't secure. This is now a 3v3. Nova is going to have something to deal with here in a second. Doesn't find another. He gets the 2. Jelen now is spotted as he jumped out of that connector position. And now he's going to be holding a little bit W here. This flash is going to be going out. Oh, Yoko gets the op down. That flash was perfectly timed. Now it's just down to a 1 off Sin. Sin looks to Yoko, finds one. Now it's just down to a 1-1. Jelen knows exactly where he's at. He's got the swings perfectly, but Sin plays it perfectly. Gets the 4K and puts 4 up for Cerberus. Now Valkyrie, once again, a little bit of a financial issue here. Got around 3K on most players. They can maybe get some 5.7s, a deagle or 2, maybe get some utility even, stack something. This pause going out most likely on the favor of Valkyrie. Cerberus has strung together quite a few rounds now after Valkyrie did win the opening pistol round. Bear first to buy here for Valkyrie. Armor, deagle, so this is exactly what I was talking about. This is going to be a half buy more or less for Valkyrie. Trying to scrounge something together here. Don't expect Nova to be buying into this too deep. I assume he wants to kind of stack up some money and secure himself that op again. Oh, Yoko actually buys this scout. Love to see that. Cerberus coming in with 4 AKs op in hand. So this is going to be a heavy buy for them. But in the meantime, this is going to be very quick B aggression here. Trying to get something here, but that molly does cut them off at the stop just a little bit here. Just waiting, pretty much. Oh, that scout almost hits Sin. Almost missed again. If Yoko just moves a little to the left there. In the meantime, Nova gets 1. Nova actually gets the op. How did he... What is happening here? Just is now swinging. Bear gets 1, but in the... Hebe running, gets sprayed down, but they still have the man advantage. And op, I might add, as well. This is now looking not so bad for Valkyrie. Oh, but this rotate might not be the best move for them. But they do have connector secured, and that is hand is now slowly working his way around. Jumps over top, and now I think Valkyrie has got the idea that is now a full B site. Oh, he might have been able to see. He sees a foot. Doesn't land a flick off with the scout. Lands a leg, though. There's another one. Oh, Yoko gets himself another with that scout there. Yoko looking good. He just has the one in pillar position and one under hell. In the meantime, Bear getting ready to be flashed out over top here. This is going to be the perfect... Ooh, does not. Actually, you had Nova swing. Oh, Sin takes out Nova. Op in hand, but Yoko secures himself another in the meantime. Yoko now trying to play this perfectly. Wait and bait. It's exactly what they got to do. Play this perfectly here. And that's exactly what they do. They instantly trade out. They secure themselves to Op. And now they're trying to shoot that AK over to Yoko. To no avail. But the big thing is they secure that Op for Nova. And that's exactly what they were looking for. One hell of a round for Valkyrie off the back of a very minimal buy. That scout of Yoko really coming in handy when they need it. But I'm pretty sure Bear opened it up with the deagle kills. So that was really good. Ooh. And just taking some knife damage, I'm assuming, from teammates. Tagging them down to 78. Flash going out over top. But in the meantime, this is once again some quick beat aggression. But Bear is in the position. Nova as well. Bear gets one. Nova peeks into this crosshairs. Hebe does get one. Bear gets himself another for the trade there. And now he secures himself the op as well. And they also two-man advantage for Valkyrie with that insane aggression off the start. Not something you'd normally see. Caught Cerberus off guard. And they weren't really sure what to do after that. But Cerberus now knows there is still one in this party position. I'm assuming they know anyways. But now last live is LTC. Bear holding the angle. Might get caught off guard here. He does. Now it's just 3 left alive for Valkyrie for just a little bit of LTC. And it's looking like he's just trying to run away. Get some space between that massacre at fountain position there. He now tries to reposition himself into more of a B take. He only has one molly, so this is going to have to be a pretty flawless take for him. Still don't know why my auto feels low. Meantime, LTC rolls up into B site. As soon as he touches this bomb down, Yoko. There it is. There's Yoko to shut out there on it and pick up now 2 straight for Valkyrie, making it a 3-4 game. And with Cerberus not getting the plan off 2 rounds in a row, they are a little bit light on money. They have a few players that can afford to buy a little something, but nothing too much. It's going to be some very quick B aggression. Jelen makes himself across there. There it is. Jelen coming in with the first contact there. He gets traded out instantly. Yoko gets one as well. And now it's down to just Hebe. He gets one. Gets traded out instantly. Now it's just 2 left alive. A 2-on-2 situation. Bear in the position to kind of hold his sight down just a little bit longer to buy Nova just a little bit more time to get his ass over. He does. He has bomb in sight. Perfect position, actually. Now he just has to patiently wait. That nade comes out perfectly timed. Bear on the other side of the smoke. Oh, Nova is starting to get pushed and aggressive. He almost lined up for the triple. Now it's just down to Bear. Bear realizes, but he doesn't know the bomb's still down. They would have figured they would have picked it up. Bear is making all this noise on over to the rotate, but in the meantime, oh, he's actually faking it. What a big brain this man has. And now he's heard this plant. Got the drop side. Oh, makes the noise. That was most likely heard. I'm assuming it might not have been. It was heard. It was 100% heard. And Bear now playing the backside of smoke. He's having to reposition, but this is actually perfect. He can take these one-on-one fights while player repositions, but to no avail. Sin rotates all the way through heaven and gets the last kill off onto Bear. Bear kind of shaking his head at the last play right there. They had the man advantage. Yoko is on 10 kills, and he's leading the server right now. Rest of his team just a little bit further behind. Cerberus, on the other hand, is a little closer together with kills between 8 to 4. Well, Han's the only one a little bit behind there, but Valkyrie, they all have to start chipping in just a little bit more here, and this will be a lot closer game. This is still very doable for Valkyrie, very easy. It's only 3 to 5, so can't count them out just yet here. Oh, chilling with the Nova bot. You know, I appreciate people that buy obscure weapons, dualies, Novas. I love it. I am a fan of all these kind of miscellaneous buys. Don't make sense on paper necessarily, but they're just damn good weapons. And there's just something about a good 2K with the Nova. It just looks better than the rest. So, can't be mad at the man for picking up that gun. Yoko not going with the scout this time. MP9 instead. You have Hebe on the P250, Bear with the Deagle, and Nova P250 as well. Paul's still waiting his time out here. Cerberus did pick up an op. You have 3 AKs, 1 M4, some solid utility. Don't think this has to be tactical. It's not technical. No one's pings. No one's left the server. So, backward, just discussing what they can't do. Or maybe somebody just had to go B. Never know. No, I really would have liked to see Yoko pick up another scout again. He held that B site down so perfectly. Chef's kiss. You know, he was a big instrumental point in that 2 rounds ago. Where Valkyrie finally picked up her 3rd round there. He was one of the main reasons that Valkyrie tended to pull that one back there. He got 2 from heaven with that scout, I'm pretty sure, and just caused more of a distraction. Excuse me. As the rest of the players kind of swung through that construction site and just wormed their way on the site. So, Yoko is going to have to play a lot closer range with the MP9 in the meantime. Paul's still waiting out here. Sin hasn't bought armor yet, but he also hasn't bought utility. I'm assuming next round Yoko will probably be dropping the op one over to Nova. Nova, I'm assuming Yoko is kind of the secondary opper. World's longest tack pause. Somebody really had to have gone to the bathroom. Nobody talks this long in a game. Ever. Nobody in CS talks this much. Here we go. Pause is undone. No buys yet, though. For anybody else on Valkyrie, this is looking like exactly what they're going to be sticking with here. We're going to be going on board with Jellin in this Nova. I really hope they go B. So, Jellin can do some work with this Nova. But in the meantime, I think they are going more... getting aggressive with this Nova. You'd love to see it. But in the meantime, Yoko gets 1 with... Of course, Yoko gets 1. And it's looking like Cerberus is actually going to be rotating their way all the way back around, all the way to long from Fountain. And this is going to be a long play, a long rotate. As you only have 2 players now. All the rest of the team is now on Nova is going to have 1 party player he has to contest with, but he's going to have to clear this. In the meantime, Nova gets caught out in the meantime. Hebe is going to have to swing here in a second to 1 player. Here comes the contact. There it is. Yoko gets 1. Now they're going to have 2 more players to deal with here. Yoko with his MP9 is trying to reposition himself perfectly. That flash going over top does catch him, and it's just Jellin with his Nova in hand. And Yoko to hold down this site versus 3 players. They do have 1 player low on health. They're going to have an op to deal with as well. Just trying to play this perfectly. It's kind of a little bit of a stalemate right now. Here it is, Jelen. This truck position is going to have quite a lot to contest with. He gets shot out there by LTC. Now it's just down to Yoka, his MP9. See if you can get maybe one more. Make this pretty expensive here. But it's looking like he's trying to reposition into a little bit better position as LTC pushes up more towards his dumpster. As he stares across from Optimus. Oh, now Yoko knows. As he just jiggle peeks into this. No damage going across just yet for either player. Yoko just sitting there at 44 health. There we go. Finally lands a bullet. He's just baiting out all the shots in the world. And Cerberus finally catches him through that wall as Yoko just was playing with them. And Cerberus picks up their now 6th round. But Nova, op in hand. Rest of Valkyrie. M4 is all around. This is going to be a very make-or-break round for Valkyrie once again. Down to pretty much no money left in the bank here. Nothing to spare. This is everything on the board for them. So this has to be a winning round for them. As this is, once again, some very quick B aggression. As nothing is being called just yet on this fountain position. As they now run back and try and rotate. Reposition themselves more to rotate a little bit quicker on over to B. EB, Nova, nothing found just yet, but they do have one player slowly working their way up towards construction. They do have just, well, he's about to get caught out here. Oh, Jelen finds one. Yoko gets the trade back, gets the dink off on the Sin, but it wasn't enough, and he gets traded. Now it's just down to 3 players for Valkyrie. As Hebe tries to reposition his sandbag position. Nova gets one. Of course Nova gets one. Hebe gets one. He tries to reposition. Gets another. He also drops bomb. It's down to just one player left alive for Cerberus. Op in hand. What could he possibly do versus 3 players here? Nova is holding his bomb once again. Oh. Squinda gets one. Now he just has Nova to deal with. Flash going out. Molly going out. Hebe repositions. Nova repositions. Trying to play the backside of smoke. Not sure how well they can really see the bomb. They haven't heard bomb get picked up yet, but Squidda does reposition. Nova. Oh, Hebe now repositions, swings back into it, and he gets the 4th round there for Valkyrie. Very close. Hebe does get 3. Nova, I think, got 1 with that op. And that is what you like to see. It was a very fast round. Everything just kind of fell apart for Cerberus very fast. But in return, Hebe gets an op. Nova gets an op. And Cerberus? They're buying back in this. It isn't perfect, that's for damn sure. But they do have a buy. They have op on one player, AKs, Galil, and a Tech 9 on the Hansen. But it's looking like it's going to be a B play here. Smoke going out. Flash is going out. Counter flash is going out. Hebe not seeing anything just yet. Yoko gets some damage off on the Tech 9 player. Gets almost another as well. John playing the backside of the smoke. Patiently waiting for his time to just jump through here and get himself a couple kills. He's waiting for this smoke to fade. This is perfect for him. He gets 2. I knew he was going to get 2 at least here. They find another. And there's only one player left playing this lane smoke perfectly. Hebe almost flicks off onto him, but Bear closes out with the 2K and cleans it up for his team. And that is now 5 on the board for Valkyrie. As they fend off that very aggressive push from Cerberus. Jelen, a very instrumental player right there on that B site to try and play so patiently on the backside smoke. Just waiting and waiting and waiting for all those smokes to fade. And he plays it to perfection. Gets himself 2 kills for his patience. In the meantime, Yoko is actually on 14 kills right now, leading the server on frags here. That's what you like to see with him. Nova might be peeking into, he's going to be peeking into one player. They actually pulls back very quick in the meantime, and they're now kind of repositioning more towards A. And A is kind of free here for them. They only have Bear. Bear's the only person on this A position here, as he will be not met with much aggression just yet. But now Valkyrie thinks otherwise. Swings Hebe up there. Yoko playing a very dangerous position. As the rest of Cerberus inch their way up into this A site. Hebe throwing out that smoke, or Molly. Bear now trying to reposition, but it's looking like the whole team for Cerberus is going to be on this bathroom and sands position here. Bear's going to has to come up big here. He's going to make some contact here. Hebe gets one as well. Bear gets one. It's one apiece. Hebe gets two. Bear gets another. And its last alive is just the LTC. He does get one, but Hebe instantly trades him out and ties it up 6-6. Hebe and Bear looking good on that ace there with that nice little crossfire they had going there. That was exactly what Valkyrie needed. They're stringing the rounds together. They're stacking their money. And now they're looking a lot better here. Cerberus now on their last bit of money. No op in hand. While Nova, once again, has that op. He's willing to shoot anybody who comes in his line of sight, let's say. Not too much aggression from this fountain position. But once again, Bear has this very forward positioning here. That's what you like to see. Just taking some damage there from his team. LTC, sorry. Oh, in the meantime, Bear. Hebe gets one. The one player lurking on over there. But, in the meantime, Nova is repositioning now into this B site as they have cleared all the way up and forward past everything. And now they hear Yoko knows he hears the steps. That smoke going over top is telltale sign that nade going out isn't going to find any damage, sadly. But Jelen is repositioning now. Yoko on this lane position. Nova gets one. Of course Nova does. Yoko just playing the backside of smokes. Gets some damage off. Almost gets one. Jelen trying to find one. He does eventually. Two left alive here. Nova gets another. And that nade of Hebe finishes off the last player. And Valkyrie have now taken the lead. 7-6 here. Closing this gap very quick, very aggressively. And not dropping many players in the meantime. Only once again dropping 2 players. As the rest of Valkyrie have finally woken up from their slumber and have now started getting the kills to snatch the lead away from Cerberus. Cerberus has just stalled out now. This is going to be a little bit of a force buy on, a little bit of a hero AK on LTC there. Not much of a buy on the rest of the players. This is going to be a very aggressive B play, it's looking like. Flash going out to put Yoko in positioning to kind of counter this here. He's going to have the whole squad to deal with here. That nade going out does some good damage. A little bit of damage on over to everybody. Squin taking the big damage there, getting tagged down to 54. It's very quiet, very anxious moment here. Yoko spots out the team. Oh, gets one, gets two. Jelen gets 3. It's 2 apiece, and that is a nice 3K for Jelen and 2 for Yoko. That's what you should like to see. Once again, minimal losses and very effective. And that is 8 rounds on the board as we come up on the last round of the half. Squinda gets in for this op here with the rest of the team going in for 4 AKs. Some good utility as well as Valkyrie. Now double opping. Yoko picking it up. Well, what you like to see here. Nova now getting his positioning. Ooh, but Bear gets his part position, gets spotted out through the backside of that smoke. And that is now man advantage on over to Cerberus. Yoko, never mind. Yoko says, I gotta even this out real quick. Let me go run out and get one. And that's exactly what he does. He screws his team and evens it out just a little bit more. Nova thinks better of this very aggressive position he was in there. And decides to run back to site. Hebe. Flash going out. Does catch just, but not that they would have known. This is looking like it's 100% going to be an A take here. And there's that flash over top. Now, Hebe looking to try and get one before they get onto the site. That Molly going out is perfect time here. Is going to push that one player of Cerberus back off position and slow us down just a little bit more. Nova might get caught out as somebody tries to wander through the backside of smoke here. And he almost gets one. Throws down that Molly. Perfect time there. But Hebe falls in the meantime. Yoko now has to reposition, but you do have Jelen on his flank. He catches one off, and now he evens out for the rest of the team. But in the meantime, Yoko falls. Nova down as well. Just down the gel, and he falls as well. And that is going to be Cerberus picking up the last round and a half. Valkyrie still in the lead here. Slowly inching away. But they do end up with the lead at the half. Going into this T side, 8-7. Not bad. It started off very rough. They were down 1 to, I think, 4 or 5 at one point. Strung quite a few rounds together and snatched the lead away from Cerberus. Looking strong here. Now they just need to continue this momentum and this very nice aggression you've been seeing from Valkyrie. Very timed as well. So once Valkyrie keeps this up, this is going to be a little bit quicker of a game here. Don't forget, everybody, it is now halftime, so that means everybody has to remain hydrated. I know I do. I'm hot. My throat hurts from screaming. You know, it's a caster thing. Here we go. The half has now started. Second half coming into play here. As I try to chug the rest of my water and choke to death. But in the meantime, Valkyrie buying into this. 3 sets of armor? 4 sets of armor. No raid boss this time. Hebe, double flash, 1 smoke in hand as Cerberus goes in for 4 sets of armor as well. 1 diffuse kit, and this is looking like each team is kind of just traded position. This is going to be a very open B site if Valkyrie just kept up that aggression. I think you're going to have Yoko trying to spot out a stack here. I think he might be able to bait out the players to stay just a little bit longer, which is actually perfect. Yoko just running and running and running. Gets spotted, and that is exactly what he needed. And now he has pulled the rotates all over, and now he knows Yoko does fall, but he does exactly what he was meant for. And now Valkyrie walking into a very open, free site. Is exactly what they needed. Each team has kind of read each other perfectly here. Gelin, repositioning. Gets flashed in, but he gets flashed himself. Now Nova and him will be sitting in this hell position in the meantime. Hebe is going to have a lot of work to contest with, but in the meantime, Nova gets 1. Gets Gelin falls though. Bear gets 1, and now it's just down to a 3-on-3 situation. Each team tagged up very much. Nova gets himself another, and there it is. Spam coming out. Trades coming out as well, and in favor of Valkyrie, and they win the opening pistol round. 2 players left alive here off the back of Nova and Hebe's 2K. What an odd round that was. Each team kind of stacking the polar opposite. But what I liked to see there was Yoko running up there, trying to create a distraction, and played it perfectly. Pulled Cerberus to stay exactly on the A site. Enough time for Valkyrie, more than enough time for Valkyrie to reposition and get in the optimal positions here. But of course, Cerberus are going to be buying right into this here. Oh, Nova falls to his scout shot. Whew. That was a shot and a half there. As now Bear tries to recover that AK. Yoko, now in this party position, tries to get something going here. Tries to even it out. Not finding anything. Cerberus got their kill, got what they needed, and now they're content. They did what they needed to do, is what they've assumed. Not really information too much being traded out here. Nobody really knows where anybody is at this point. Everyone's kind of playing it slow off the back of that scout shot. Kind of put the fear in Valkyrie. They slow down whatever aggression they have. LTC on the backside of smoke. Hebe's going to have to deal with it in a second if he continues that walk forward. And it's looking like LTC thinks otherwise and repositions as him and Just have his crossfire set up in this monster position. This is a little bit more of a B stack from Cerberus. But Bear is going to be opening this, but he's going to have Just to deal with here. Close quarters against the swag. Nobody likes that. And there it is. That's exactly what happened. Hebe's now going to have to come up big. He does get 2. That's exactly what they need. And now it's just 1 left alive somehow. Sin, last left alive for Cerberus as Valkyrie cleans up that B site quick and efficiently. Making it look easy. Hebe, the big player off the back of that one. Yoko running straight into that molly. Trying to get some information. Sin now heard that ding. So now they know. Get some damage off. He's tagged down at 34. But this is still very winnable for Cerberus. Not very plausible, but still winnable. Gets himself a Galil in the meantime. I don't think Hebe is going to want to let him live. Not sure. but I don't think Shellen has too much of health to play with here. So I think they're going to play it smart. Everybody gets to live. Everybody gets to bring their guns to the next round. Shellen might... Oh, he just makes it out of that explosion range, and it is. Everyone gets to save their guns the next one. Not everybody, sorry. Everybody last left alive gets to bring their guns over, and Valkyrie picks up their 10th round. Cerberus, off the back of that buy, they might have a little bit more left in them to buy into this. Just a little bit, some deagles. Sin does have the glue to play with an armor, so he's going to be a crucial player to look into, because since he has the only rifle. But Valkyrie coming in with 5 AKs, and this is going to be a little bit of a fountain stack here. Nova doesn't want to be peeking too long here. That flash is going over top is going to have to make him reposition. Counter flash going out as well. And there it is. He gets one. Yoko gets one as well. Nova gets trade out instantly. Oh, Sin finds Yoko. And it's down to just 3-on-3. Bear tries to find something to bring it in favor. Bear does find one, but he falls. And it's now just 2-on-2. Somehow, some way. But LTC is down to 57 health. And Sin, 1 health in a dream. I'm not sure they're going to be contesting this too much. They do have 1 Molly to play with. A little bit of armor, but I don't think Sin's 1 health is going to be helping him too much. They don't have a diffuse kit as well. So they are going to have to play it very quick, very fast. Evie now knows exactly where they're coming from, that nade. That nade. Jellen's going to have to get at least 1 off this, make this easier for his teammate. He is going to... doesn't! And now she's down to a 1-on-1. Hebe inches it out with only 46 health left. I'm not even sure how Sin found that kill. But Valkyrie picking up their 11th. A little bit more sloppier than I think they would have liked to, but they picked up the 11th round. That's all that really matters. Do still have a little bit of money left over. Nova might be enough to buy an op if he chooses to. I don't think he really wants the op. I'm not sure. He's looking pretty good with the rifle right now. This aggressive play style they have going here. Cerberus, finally first rifle round. 4 M4s, op in hand. Tac pause as well, I'm assuming. Unless somebody wants to take another 10-minute pee break. We're not sure. So in the meantime, while they pause, I chug water. And of course, going to stay at the unpause. But Valkyrie, like I said last, they're finally waking up. They're looking good right now. Everyone's finally hit double-digit kills here. That's what you'd really like to see. Yoko's still sitting on 18, leading the server, so he's looking just fine. But once again, Valkyrie choosing for this aggressive fountain here. Slowed down by that Molly. But Jellen might be having to deal with this op here in a second, whether he likes it or not. Does some damage, almost picks him off, gets him tagged on at 34. But in the meantime, the rest of Valkyrie have finally taken over this position here on Fountain with no damage, no losses for the first time this half. As now they take this bomb and the rest of the team up long into the loving arms of Squin's op. Hopefully they don't cross into his crosshair. That smoke going out is good enough to block him off there. That flash out as well. Oh, almost flicks over onto Nova. Not really sure how he thought to flick up there, but that was impressive nonetheless. If I was Nova, I would have been very upset if that flicked on over to me. Bear making his way up this position here. He's going to be first into this site. He's going to have to at least get one. He's going to have the op still he has to contest with, and that is going to be very essential that they do find the op very fast, as one op can kind of hold down an entire site. Flash going out is perfect. Yoko finds one. Sin is now out of the round, and Squin with his op finds Shellen. Now he's trying to reposition. He finds him, and he almost swings over. Bear almost gets another. Nova falls, and it's down to just 2 Valkyrie players last left alive. Yoko, Hebe, the 2 players you probably would want clutch in the situation here. Versus 3 players of Cerberus. Smoke Molly's going out. Hebe in a good position here. He is probably going to get cleared here. Now she's down to Yoko. Yoko has to come up big. He has to get it, and he doesn't. He falls, and Cerberus now find their 8th round. And the first rifle round of the half as well. Just retrieves that op, and that is going to be a big save for Cerberus as well. Valkyrie did get that plan off, so they have a little bit of money to play with. I don't think they're going to be a full investment here. Yoko, once again, with the God tier scout. Sitting on 20 kills. First time in the server someone's hit 20 kills here, so he's looking good himself. But this is going to be some pretty quick aggression here. Jellen takes that initial Molly damage to get his way through. While the rest of the team charges away. Bear leading it, Tech 9 in hand. Oh, Sin gets 2. Bear gets the trade, though, eventually. And they are going to have a flank player to deal with. Squin gets the collateral, and now it's just down to Hebe. Gets some damage off on the Squin, but not before he finds... He's caught in the crosshairs of that op. Cerberus pick up their 9th. It is now 9-11. Valkyrie slowly starting to fall away here, but here comes another rifle round for Valkyrie to prove that they deserve the lead still. Their A plays haven't been the best. Their B is where they've been making their, the wins at. Very dominant wins at that. So maybe they need to kind of reposition here a little bit more towards B, and that looks like that is what they're doing as they get some... Ooh, Bear throws out a flash instead of a smoke. I don't think that was what he wanted. As Yoko has a little bit of con control, nothing too much. Bear he is now down to 42 health. And I think Cerberus are very well aware of that. Yoko makes his way up. Ooh, but Jellin falls. The M4 of Just. Bear now trying to spam away here, trying to get the trade back, but no damage really being found across the board just yet here. Nova now makes his way out. Covers that opposite. Sprays it. Oh, he finds some damage off on it Just. Almost finds the kill as well. Yoko is going to have a little bit trouble here as Sin has now found the flank of Valkyrie, and now they're going to be walking directly into this stack. Finds one player off position. Nova gets the trade back, but it's not what they wanted. It's not optimal. It's down to just 2 players, Yoko and Bear. Left to do a little bit of everything. Bear almost finds the head of that op player as well. Now it's just down to Yoko. AK in hand, versus the world. Yoko falls to the M4 of Sin, and Cerberus pick up their now 10th round. Valkyrie looking like they're going to be on another bit of an eco buy here. Cerberus are just slowly stacking their bank as Valkyrie have now lost 3 in a row, I want to say. This is going to be Glocks and P250s in hand. Possibly very aggressive B rush here. Oh, that nade going on just finds a little bit of damage across. Nothing too serious as Nova now is going to be rushing headlong into this B site here. Nova hasn't cleared. Oh, he might be able to afford himself the plant here, and he does get himself the plant, and that is all Valkyrie really wanted and needed there. They weren't expecting to win the round. They just want a little bit more money so they could be buying into this now. That is exactly what Valkyrie needed, as it has now tied up 11-11. Cerberus have swung this back even as they claw their way back into this. Valkyrie, 4 AKs op, some solid utility. Cerberus, on the other hand, have still just... Their bankroll has amassed, as you have Squinda on almost 11k. Nova is going to be taking this peak once again, gets mollied off as is tradition for Cerberus. Smoke going out to try and bait it out there as Yoko and his teammates have now rushed into past this position here, trying to make their way into the bathroom. That nade going out finds a little bit of damage off on Akibi, but nothing too serious. He gets tagged down to 83. This is a very much an A stack here. Sin wanting to get flashed over. They hear that smack into him. Sin somehow, while fully flashed, finds the head of Hebe. But Bear gets the trade, making it even, keeping it even. That smoke nade combo there slows him down, reconsidering just a little bit. But in the meantime, LTC has once again found the flank of Valkyrie and has now pretty much called out to stack this A site willingly. Chellin and Just have on the other side smoke, but the trades come on. It's still even 3-3 here. Oh, as now everyone has fallen other than Yoko. Yoko once again last left alive in this long position. Not even the bomb in hand. And he is stuck in this smoke. On the other side, he finds one at least, making it a little bit more expensive. But Cerberus are now repositioning more into this bomb. They know they have the bomb. They have everything they need. As Yoko hunts down, tries to possibly get this bomb, but I don't think he wants to commit to this. There's 20 seconds left. There's no point. I think he just possibly needs to save his AK. Save his armor as well. As Squinda finds the backside of Yoko with that Tech 9. And Cerberus have now taken back the lead. Paul's coming through, I'm assuming in favor of Valkyrie. Trying to figure out what they can do here. They have some money. Not optimal money to really be buying this too deep. They can commit to a buy here. They have 1 Deagle rounds and Glock rounds. So wouldn't put it past them to buy a little bit into this. And try and take a round away from Cerberus. Even back up again at 12-12, possibly. Valkyrie needs to kind of figure something out here to counter this massive win streak from Cerberus. Most players, every player on their team is above 5K just about, other than Sin. But something to note, Yoko has kind of slowed down on the kills, as now he is even out with Sin, both on 21 apiece here. As you also have Squinda on 20 kills, second on the server, followed by Hebe. Paul's is looking like it's undone now. And Valkyrie have actually full balled into this. AK's armor all around. A little bit utility. Jelen the only real one with a decent amount here. And Cerberus, of course. Full utility across the board. As Valkyrie have, once again, trying to take this early aggression. Nova has made his way across. As well as Yoko. As the rest of Bear and Jelen trying to take this underpass mission the first time they really aggressed into this too deep. A little bit out of the ordinary for them. Just might be spraying through this, might be able to find a little bit of damage he doesn't, but Just is actually getting tagged on a 47. There's some initial trade damage there going out in favor of Valkyrie, and that is what they need. They need to get this man advantage and get it early on. Make Cerberus think, fix the and just work off the mistakes. Sin might be falling here. Ooh. Almost peeks into a stack of 2 players while Valkyrie as Yoko. Oh, and they have found the timing through Sin. They have wormed their way over from long to bathroom here. And now it's looking like they don't necessarily want to take A. I think this might be more of a B take. As Hebe now looks down monster position here. Try to get something, and now they have recovered bomb. And looking like it's going to be a B execute. And damage coming through. Jelen, Nova, not what they wanted. Bear falling on the other side of smoke to LTC. Hebe spraying through, not finding him just yet here. LTC finding another. Nova eventually finding the body of LTC, but in the meantime, Valkyrie has lost quite a few players. Down to just 2 now. Jelen and Yoko. Yoko finds one, almost finds another as he gets traded out, and Cerberus with 2 players left pick up their 13th round. Valkyrie once again in this position. Not great money. You can scrounge together a little bit of a buy here, but I don't think they're going to be digging too deep, and they're not. They're going to be Deagles all around, I'm assuming here. Scout on Yoko, of course. Yoko prefers Scout over Deagle, like any well-rounded player would. The man of many talents, and the Scout is definitely one of them. Some aggression coming out from Valkyrie, trying to get this early control more onto the B position here. Nova lurking his way onto this fountain position. Hebe and Jelen, once again, doubling up here, trying to find something here. Make this a round for Valkyrie here, trying to win one back. Hebe might be able to find some damage. He doesn't. He finds only 1 shot here as Hansen finds 2. It's 3 players now left alive for Valkyrie. A little bit of a predicament here. Bear does recover this bomb. So this can still be around here, but it is looking very unlikely by the minute here. With only 1 minute left alive for Valkyrie to try and make a play here. I think what they're aiming for at this point is just to get this bomb down. As I think this might be a little bit of a bait and switch here. That is what it is. As Bear has missed 1 player, as LTC has found his way across and behind him. Nova flashing out perfectly, but LTC still finds 1. Bear finds the back of him eventually, as now he aggresses onto this site and tries to get this plant down possibly, but Cerberus are collapsing onto this B site very quickly and rotating around. They might be able to get Yoko is trying to cover his friend here. Bear almost gets the plant off, but to no avail as Cerberus now pick up their 14th round, inching ever so closely to that magical 15th here to bare minimum get themselves overtime secured. Valkyrie now buys right back into this. 4 AKs up in hand once again. Not really sure what Valkyrie really needs to do at this point. They're just kind of, the utility is really just screwing with them. Nova tries to find something here, but in the meantime, Bear and his teammate are completely flashed. Yoko waiting for the aggression of Sin. That flash around. They know one's at least close here. They don't fully commit to his peak just yet here. Bear, flicks on over to Sin. Finds the kill, and that's what they need. As Squin peeks into Yoko, doesn't find anything other than his own death, and Valkyrie finally get the man advantage. Hebe gets another lurk off onto LTC. It is 2 players of Just and Hansen left alive for Cerberus to fend off 5 well-equipped Valkyrie players at that. As Bear almost finds another, and now they know this is going to be at least 1 player on this B site, so they can run into this quick. Yoko full blinded. Now it's just 3 left alive for Valkyrie. Not what they want necessarily, and is down to just 1 player left alive. Hansen now with 1 player of Jelen, very low in health, and he catches him out almost, and Valkyrie inch out the victory. 12 now for Valkyrie. A little bit closer than I think it should have been. A little bit sloppy there. Valkyrie tried to aggress a little bit too hard, I think, and fell into the trap of set for Cerberus. And they have to remember they're not on great money, so they can't be sacking the players that they normally would need to just quickly win a round. Nova not going to be getting the peak he wants now, as he gets smoked across there. Jelen is going to be peeking at this op and gets legged, tagged down to 23. That is not what you want to see. But in the meantime, Hebe has found his way through Monster, found Just, and once again, the opening kill for Valkyrie, which has scared Cerberus to rotate 2 players, on over to B with 1 of Sin lurking in this bathroom position. Nova is holding this down here, but in the meantime, Bear and Yoko. Hebe finds another. Yoko finds that, and is 2 left alive of LTC. LTC finds Hebe, but now Squinda. They heard the scope. Yoko is going to be peeking into this. Hopefully not. I think he does. Squin finds him. Nova finds the trade, and now it's just down to LTC. He's rotating all the way through bathrooms, but Nova has now spotted him out, made the call, and now everybody will about face and now stare at bathroom position. Ooh. Nova misses the flick. Nova just inching his way over. Jelen. Repositions here, but I don't think LTC will be committing to this at all, as actually Cerberus don't have great money. Losing 1 round has kind of reset them after buying all those ops in a row here, and LTC has chosen otherwise, and he chooses to now bring his M4 over, but I don't think Valkyrie really wants to hunt them too much here, as John will be able to survive. Nova actually falls. That's actually a big loss. They don't have the money to be buying too deep into this. So, with Nova falling, barely inching out that op buy, that wasn't great. Jelen now stuck with a little less utility, but nonetheless, Valkyrie swing and squeeze together that 13th round. Cerberus stuck on a little bit of awkward buy here. I don't think this is going to be a full commit here from Cerberus, but they do have a little bit of money to commit into this. This could potentially be a full buy here. LTC buys deep into everything. He still has 19 left, so this could be both ways here. Coming on pause, it's not looking like Cerberus are going to be dedicating too much of their finances to this 13th round of the half. can't watch. Oh, jeez. Is it cursed for you to watch? Ooh. This is going to be some very quick aggression from Cerberus in the meantime. Jellin, not really sure what to make of his position, but he's just waiting. But now I think Valkyrie has an idea. This is going to be some serious aggression from this monster position. Jellin now looking to try and work his way back with the rest of his team as they take this long position here and walking into now the stack of Cerberus, actually. A little bit of a weird stack at that. You're going to have one player. Bear finds the one player left on site. And there it is. Sin finds one, but the trades are coming in here. Jellin, Hebe, trying to find something here. They have one player left in this bathroom position to try and get him out. No reposition. Jellin falls. Hebe finds one to trade. It's down to just one player of LTC. His M4 from last round tagged down to 59. And he has the AK of Hebe to deal with and the deadly op of Nova as well. And they do have some utility left here. LTC, nothing but a kit in hand. No utility to fend this off, and is down to 35 seconds for Valkyrie to pretty much commit into this A site. They know LTC most likely didn't rotate back over, and if LTC does fall, it's going to be one more rifle they're going to have to buy into this. LTC is playing back dice here. They are going to have to clear him. LTC finds Nova. Oh, the spray coming through from Hebe doesn't find the head, and this is going to be a little bit closer, and somehow LTC inches it out and finds the head of Hebe, and picking up the 15th round for Cerberus, and Valkyrie fall. Not sure how that one slipped out of their hands. I know someone is slamming their keyboard right now. They're not happy. Valkyrie needed that round to tie it back up. I mean, I'm sweating from that round. I know they gotta be. Valkyrie now have to win 3 straight rounds to 2 to bring it into overtime, 3 to win. Cerberus on 15th. Sorry, they can't even win it. What am I saying? I don't know anything. I'm lost. I'm lost. But Valkyrie does have a little bit of a buy here. 3 AKs, a Galil, and a MAC-10 on Jellin. Bear aggressing once again in this fountain position here. He's going to meet one player, Squinda, with op in hand. That is not the player you want to have to go against, as he now actually backs off perfectly here. And Bear gets flashed into long, but the counter flash, I'm not even sure what happened there. The double flash, I'm pretty sure from his own teammate, but they eventually find the trade. They might be able to recover this op as well. But in the meantime, Hebe has wormed his way into a deep B position here. Might be able to catch LTC off guard here, but no, Hansen recognizes the situation, and now it's just 2 players left alive. Yoko, Nova, first 4 Cerberus players for the game right now is on the line. Nova is going to be walking into a 3-man stack here, as now Nova heard one jump into it. Now they have a position of 1 player. Yoko finds one, gets some damage off onto his own teammate as well. They still have the... Oh, now it's just down to Yoko. 56 health versus Just and the rest of the team here. It doesn't have bomb in hand. This isn't great. And Valkyrie find the 1 kill. LTC on the flank here. Gets called out, but he runs out of ammo. And then it's 16 to 13. Cerberus win. And Valkyrie fall to 1 to 1 in the season here. Ooh. Valkyrie put up a very good fight there. They brought it back. The first half was... They were winning. They brought it back. They were down at one point, 1 to 4 or 5. Brought it back, ending the half 8 to 7 in the lead. Then winning the first 2 rounds, I think, of the second half. And then I think losing almost 6 straight before they could inch out a 11th, 12th, losing, I think, as well, and then winning out their 13th. But they end up losing 16 to 13. Can't raid? Okay. Well, we will end it sadly there. It's sad to see Valkyrie fall after a hard fought on that second half there. Not what you want to see, but they will come back. 3rd game of the season, easy W. But in the meantime, thank you everyone for stopping by. Make sure to support the team, support the boys on the team as well. And you can support me. You can find me on any social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, anything you can think of. I'm on it, and I'm all in gaming 23. And thank you all for sticking around. I appreciate you all, and have a good night.